Ayun, mayong gab sa tanan or gandang gabi po sa lahat. This is Coach Linin who empowering Pinoys, especially the 40s and above to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. Kamusta po yung meals natin? Kamusta po yung workout natin? Let me know in the comment section below so that I can acknowledge you dito sa comment section. Meron tayong mga avid listeners, very consistent every time we have live. So thank you very much for always feeling your best investment, and that is your cup here sa mind natin. Hello po sa mga live viewers natin. Hello po sa mga hindi pa nakatanggap ng free ebook nila. Tonight we'll talk about 3 reasons why you should build muscles regardless of age. And this applies to everyone regardless of your age, regardless of your gender, regardless of your lifestyle preference, may that be in keto, low carb, moderate carb. So this is applicable to everyone. I will tell you why later exactly ano yung mga benefits nila that will definitely babago po sa buhay ninyo. The same thing na nagbago sa mga students ko ng life nila, the same thing din po sa akin. So later we'll talk about and we'll share some stories na real stories talaga na nangyari when you decide to build muscles. Hello po sa mga hindi pa again nakatanggap ng ebook. If you find value in this live talk, paki-share at saka paki-like yung page natin so you'll be notified. Message po ako directly. I will give you your ebook completely free. And then hello to you sa mga live viewers natin, Sir Mario, sa mga examples na building muscles, okay, no excuse regardless of age. Magse-celebrate na siya ng 60th birthday niya real soon. So let's make it happen. Sir Marius, Ma'am Jean, Martinez, kamusta ka, ma'am? So far, so good. How about you, ma'am? Kamusta po yung buhay-buhay? Okay. Hello, Ma'am Shai. Quinones. I hope po na-pronounce ko properly yung family name nyo. Kamusta po dyan yung weather natin, Ma'am Shai? At saka sa isa sa mga dedicated ko na students, Ma'am Liza, she's on her way to finish yung basic push-ups niya. So, keep it up, Ma'am Liza. All the way na po tayo. Let's make it happen. Ma'am Richie. Sorry, Sir Richie, no? Adet Meka Ligon, kamusta po tayo? Great to have you here sa live natin. Ma'am Marivic Galabayo, good evening po sa iyo, ma'am. Great to see you here. Ma'am Raniel Mendoza Rojas, hello. Great to see you here, sir. Great that you are learning, and that is our very important asset as well to you, Ma'am Mirna Barnido. Good evening to you, ma'am. Hello to you, Ma'am Inday Sanoy. Kamusta po yung weather natin dyan? Kamusta yung pagkain? Chris Lee, kamusta po kayo? Hello to you, Ma'am si Raji Oro Cartagena. Okay, thank you for watching and tuning here sa ating live. Alright. Sige, first and foremost, I'd like to let you know, yung path ko po towards fitness, hindi po madali. It took me time. It took me years. Trial and error. May mga times din po ako na-confuse ako ano bang tamang gawin. May mga times din po na-influence ako, nakita ko social media, tapos walang structure yung fitness ko, kung ano yung nakita ko sa social media, ano yung nakita ko sa recommend ng friend ko, baguhin ko agad-agad yung program ko. Walang direction. Come what may lang siya. There were a point then at the same time na nag-invest ako sa mga supplements that I thought helpful for me, pero waste of money pala. And then there was a moment then that I took fitness in a very drastic way, meaning traditional way. Meron po kasing way sa bulking na traditional in which you will eat around 5 to 6 to 7 meals a day. So for some, it worked. But for me, it didn't work kasi it compromised po my health. So I decided I wanted to do it the right way. Okay lang if steady at saka slow as long as I won't compromise my health. You know what? I achieve it through low carb to the right way. And then not only that, I feel lighter and stronger than before. And then it turned out na hindi ko pala ma-sustain yung ganitong body composition dito sa right kasi medyo malaki. Pwede na ako mag-settle for less, pero sabi ko I want to change it. So that's why I lose some fat And then that's my body composition as of the moment. So, yung health ko has improved. Yung body composition comes naturally, bonus na lang siya. So I like to say this up front. Yung body composition is not just about six packs. It's not just about feeling good or looking good. It's about overall health. Kasi yung muscles po will help you in many, many areas of your life. Ano po yung mga areas na makakahelp sa atin? We'll talk about it tonight. But first and foremost, disclaimer lang po. Yung muscles po, though it is for everyone, regardless of your age, maybe 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, regardless of your lifestyle, busy ka man or hindi, still it is very specific. Meaning to say, what is working for me may not be working for you. Tama? What is working for my student who is 72 may not be working for you. What is working for my student who is 21 years old may not be working for you. Iba-iba po yung approach sa muscle gains. Kasi iba-iba din po yung response sa katawan natin. Iba-iba din po yung capacity na katawan natin. So, let's make it clear. It should be specific. Number two, I like to make it clear at the same time na lahat po ng i-share ko dito are completely based on my experience, on the experience of my students, and on research. So, hindi po ito gawa-gawa. May script po tayo na sinusunod, and it is based on sensible facts at the same time. So, yun po yung disclaimer natin. But first and foremost, consult your physician or maybe your doctor if you go for workout and if you feel you don't have peace of mind na tinatawag na shall I do this or not, at saka may complications ka, especially it is wise to ask your doctor about your workout or fitness goals. Isama niyo po si doc sa mga fitness goals niyo. Okay. First benefit, okay? We'll talk about 3 reasons why you should build muscles regardless of age. So first is, I love this very much, okay? Kasi it helped me, especially when I took fitness seriously, and I've seen this many, many times then with my students, it lowers the risk of injury. Bakit po? Yung sa system po natin, di ba, meron tayong bones, okay? Yung bones po need support to function. Kung bones lang po, yung work every time we walk, every time we jump, every time we run, ano po mangyari sa bones over time? Put too much pressure po sa bones. Now, ano po mangyayari sa bones natin if walang support? Brittle at saka fracture. Yung support po ng bones, ano po? Muscles. That is why your muscles will actually help you with dealing with injury. And not only that, it will make you more flexible. Kita nyo sa mga parati nag-stretching, parati nag-workout, yung katawan nila very flexible. And you can also see that to the life of mga professional athletes, yes, professional dancers din. Their body is fluid. It's very flexible. Yung being flexible po, it's not just about dancing, no, or just movement. It's about having a very dynamic na body composition so that magawa mo po yung mga daily tasks mo. Running, walking, okay, hiking, traveling. Ito po yung purpose ng lowering the risk of injury. I remember when I was traveling dun sa province ko sa Bacolod. If you are familiar sa Bacolod, marami po dun mga resorts. Isa po sa mga resorts doon is Mambucal Resort. So sa Mambucal Resort, meron po dong 7 falls. 7 different kinds of falls. Pero before po maka-achieve mo yung 7th fall or 6th na fall, meron pong stairs. Napakalayo po. It would take you hours. Now, if wala kang enough strength because wala kang activity for the past months, talagang hindi mo kakayanin. Marami pong sumuko o na-experience ko sa 6th or 5th fall pa lang, sumusuko na. Hindi na sila nagpupusi sa 7th fall or 6th na fall. That is why. The reason why we promote muscle gain is for you to experience these things. It can lower the risk of injury. It will support your bones and your joints at the same time. It will make you more flexible in life so that you can spend quality time with your friends and then your family. Now, we know if you work out, no, it will put stress on your bones. Pero temporary lang po yun. But the same thing po na nagwo-work sa muscles natin na if you put stress, tapos it will get healed, it will get stronger after. The same thing din po sa bones. After nyo po siya ma-put sa stress because of resistance training or lifting weights, okay, nasa process po siya ng bone building. Meaning to say, yung cells mo po needs to be exposed sa challenge, okay, needs some form of action so that it will take time to rebuild. And after niya mag-recover, and if you eat right, your bones will become stronger. Have you noticed yung mga walang activities, hindi walang movement, at saka very yung lifestyle nila, office work, and then walang tinatawag na activity, okay, or walking or jumping man yan, prone sila sa osteoporosis, especially yung babae. Kasi when you look at the population sa gym, di ba? Take a look, observe nyo sa gym. Ano po usually yung population, babae or lalaki? Lalaki, tama. And then when you look at the population of the risk of having osteoporosis, ano po yung population usually? Babae o lalaki? Babae. Kasi connected po doon. So, resistance training will help you deal with bone-related issues such as osteoporosis. Okay. So, having strong bones, okay, through muscle gaining will help you reduce the risk of osteoporosis and fall, especially as you age. Yung mga tito-tita natin at saka mga lolo't lola, di ba, every time they fall or maybe natumba or something, very brittle na yung bones nila. And yung simple lang na injury will lead to, in a way, long-term, chronic na mga injury sa bones. Kasi yung bones nila walang support. That is why we have to be intentional on muscle gains. Kasi it will help you deal with bone-related injury. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, but before I move sa number 2, I'd like to say hi. And I appreciate you for putting time sa pag-learn natin dito tonight. So hello to you, Ma'am Pichi de Los Santos, watching from Dagupan, Pangasinan. Napakagandang place po yan. Hello to you, Ma'am Elizabeth, isa sa mga inspiration natin sa group. If you are in the group, Low Carb Fitness for 40s and above, makikita niyo po dyan si Ma'am Elizabeth Escobar na po-post sa mga workout niya. Marami pong na-inspire at saka nag-take action because of ginagawa ni Elizabeth sa workout niya. Kasi inunahan niya, marami yung nabuhayan ng loob na pwede pa pala. So, keep it up, Ma'am Elizabeth. And the same time, with Ma'am Maribel Koramuri na nasa Japan, Kumbawa, the same time, nag-workout din siya. So, sila yung mga pioneers when it comes to this. Kasi when you step up with your health, marami ka pong may influence for good. So, keep it up. The same thing then with Ma'am Cab, sunod-sunod ito, si Ma'am Cab Sel Miriam na parating winner sa mga challenges natin. God bless you, Ma'am. And hello to you, Ma'am Maricar Aguilar Perez. Good evening to you. Kamusta po yung guide natin? Hello to you, Ma'am Edeline Adop Santos, isa sa mga influencers natin din sa 40s and above. And Ma'am Royce, thank you for tagging your friends. Okay. And question dito na Ma'am Inday, okay lang po ang weather dito, Coach, naglo-low carb po ako. Wow, so far so good. Keep it up, Ma'am. May mga questions dito, sagutan natin mamaya. Okay, but let's proceed muna sa second point natin. First is, it lowers your risk of injury. Pangalawa, and I like this so much kasi na-experience ko to many times. And na-experience din to most of the time of my students as well. And you will like this at the same time. Number 2 is, it will improve your brain health. Practically speaking lang let's set aside muna yung data or scientific evidence with this. What do you usually feel after you work out? What do you usually feel after workout, practically speaking? most of the time you feel accomplished, you feel good, you feel refreshed, you feel light, you feel stronger, di ba? So that is the reason why we are intentional with working out kasi especially nowadays na ang tendency natin, especially work from home, pandemic, we are being told to stay at home, that's good. Pero yung tendency natin and the motivation and the drive to work out nalilesen siya. Okay? And no wonder why. Yung, I'm not a psychologist again, I'm not an expert when it comes sa depression, but we can link the increased risk of or the tendencies of depression, mental health problems, no, with inactivity. We can somehow relate to that. We can link the gap. Bakit kaya maraming depressed ngayon? You can also make an assumption na that's of course lack of social activity kasi nag-iisa. And also you can link that one with lack of activity. And that is why when you talk about hormones, it is related to endorphins. If you look at endorphins, it's the happy hormone. It's the hormone that will make you energetic. It's the hormone that you feel after you accomplish something. It's the hormone that you feel after a victory, after you perform kunwari sa stage, okay? Sa mga artists natin, mga artistang friends na parating na nila na-feel yung endorphin, yung rush ng endorphin after they perform, yung sense of high, okay? Ito po yung na-feel natin after we work out. And we can manipulate yung hormones natin na endorphins if you are exposed to working out. Now, that is very, very important kasi yung working out po is more of mental, emotional than physical. So let's be practical, no? What is the number one reason that keeps most of us from working out? What's the number one reason? Okay. You may want to say lack of motivation. You may want to say stress. You may want to say malayo sa bahay. You may want to say walang time. You may want to say walang budget. You may want to say walang confidence kasi maraming tao sa gym. You can pretty sum up all of those things, mental, emotional. Kasi if you have the will, okay, if you have the will, if you have the why, okay, why you do it, mayroong quote dito na I will share to you, no, from Friedrich Nietzsche, hindi ko ma-pronounce yung name niya. Okay. Sabi na dito, he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. Kasi si Friedrich, yung situation niya, he was imprisoned sa parang Nazi camp. And of course, if we know the Nazi camp, very brutal pong situation nila. They were deprived of everything, almost of their freedom, almost, not just, it's a understatement, no? Understatement na sabihin mo na gutom lang sila. No, not just physical. They are being tortured. They have seen the greatest mysteries of life firsthand. Okay. So sabi niya, if alam mo yung purpose mo, if alam mo yung why to live, you can bear almost any how. Okay. If you know your why in life, okay, the how and the what will follow. So the same thing with fitness, no? If you know the why of working out, you will set aside all excuses. Tama? You will do it kasi kapag gusto, di ba may kanta, kapag may gusto, may paraan. Okay? Kapag hindi gusto, maraming dahilan. Okay? Nakalimutan ko yung lyrics, pero ganun yun. So, if there's a will, there is a way. So, practical yan. Very practical na tip. Okay? And also, did you know yung working out can influence your self-esteem at saka yung self-efficacy mo. Now, I'm sure for some, no, hindi pa some would disagree with this, but I'm referring to healthy confidence. Yung feeling na nag-grow yung muscles mo, okay, you have six packs, you feel accomplished kasi it speaks of persistence, no, to accomplish those things. Okay. So I'm not saying na maging toxic or maging arrogant ka because you have six packs or kasi meron kang muscles na hindi ka na magiging ignorant ka na, hindi mo na kami papansinin. Okay, di ba? I'm sure wala tayong ganito dito sa community natin. Pero yung idea of self-esteem is yung pag-look mo sa self mo, okay, has increased. I can attest to that. Kasi when I was in high school, most of my years, no, college, I think first year college, okay, down to my younger years, very skinny talaga ako. And then because of that, prone ako sa bullying. And then I remember when I look at people, no, I can't look to them straight sa eyes nila. And then I would slouch. At the same time, if sa school, if there is oral recitation or yung mag-represent ka, okay, when you raise your hand tapos may points ka from the teacher, I won't grab that kasi of course yung attention nila when you raise your hand pupunta sa'yo. And then for me, very insecure ako sa katawan ko. I won't choose that path na makita nila with my very weak and fragile na body composition. So, when I took the challenge to take fitness seriously, nag-iba din po yung pananaw ko sa buhay and then my confidence with myself in a healthy way. So, for some of us, we might need some extra push with ourselves na regardless of your starting point, okay, regardless of your experience sa life, okay, you can still start with your muscle gain journey, okay, today. Okay. I'd like to share to you, I have a student who is 72 years old. 72 years old. And this student of mine, I won't name yung exact na name, pero itago na lang natin sa pangalan Roberto. Okay. So Roberto, sa mga student ko dito sa in-person ko na client sa gym. Okay. So 72, meron siyang concern sa heart. Okay. At saka wala pa siyang experience sa workout. So at first, medyo hesitant ako to accept him kasi may risk that follows with that. Kasi when you accept him as a client, of course, responsibility ko siya as his coach. So anong nangyari, we took it slowly and safely. Okay. Slowly and safely. 72 years old, may concern sa heart. At the same time, malaki yung tiyan. At the same time, merong very, 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 very little experience sa workout. We took the process and can you imagine nasa third month na siya ng program niya. Third month. I did not expect na maglalash siya ng 3 months. Akala ko 1 month pa lang di niya nakakayanin. But the most important step, nag-start siya. And I like to encourage you as well. The most important step in life is and the most challenging is the first steps. Pero once you take that first step, okay, and you commit to that, okay, yung mga succeeding steps mo, okay, will be more flexible at saka more spontaneous na. Okay. Took that first step, just do it, sabi pa ng night. Okay? And that's number 2, improves your brain health, and I like it so much. Also, I like to give you a practical example, no? When I took fitness seriously, yung energy levels ko nag-increase. Every afternoon, when I was in my previous lifestyle, very groggy na ako, very sluggish na ako every afternoon. Wala nang energy talaga. So when I had fitness, okay, with my lifestyle, alongside with my lifestyle, nag-improve din yung energy ko. So you have to think of fitness at saka working out as part of your life. Hindi po siya na sideline lang. You have to look at it as part of your life to improve your life. Kasi if you look workout as parang minor lang, at saka sideline lang, you won't prioritize it. But if you look workout as a way to improve your life, you will prioritize it. I always think of workout as multiplier. It will multiply your finances, it will multiply your mental energy, it will multiply your physical body composition, your social life. So, and I can attest to that. Maraming benefits po nangyari when I took fitness seriously at saka working out seriously. Marami akong friends na na gain through working out. Marami akong na-save na money through working out kasi of course it improves health. Okay. Kaysa sa i-gasto mo yan sa pambayad mo sa medications or sa hospital bills, you pay that sa gym membership. Okay, healthy ka pa. Okay. Number three, it improve my energy. Okay. And of course, in improving your energy, it will improve your work ethic at saka excellence mo sa working place at the same time. So that's number two, improving brain health. Pangatlo, and I like this one as well. It will improve and manage your blood sugar levels. I understand dito po sa community natin, mostly mga 80 to 90% are believers of low carb fasting. We are on the same team. Okay. Now, yung low carb and fasting can help manage your blood sugar levels. That's a fact. Not only low carb and fasting. Did you know that muscle gaining can help you manage your blood sugar levels? Bakit? Kasi yung skeletal muscle, okay, can help you increase yung insulin sensitivity. Diba yung opposite ng insulin sensitivity is insulin resistance. If you are insulin resistant, you are in a fat storing mode. When you are in insulin sensitivity, you are in a fat burning mode. Okay. So if you work out, meron ka pong muscles. Yung muscles po are very active. Ano po mangyayari kapag may extra ka pong kinain, extra energy? Saan po siya mapupunta? Sa muscles. Ang tawag po sa muscle, skeletal muscle, is yung glucose disposal. Kapag may muscle ka, merong katulong ang kidney mo mag-process ng extra energy. Kapag wala kang muscles, very limited yung muscles mo, sino lang yung mag-work to process the energy and to store it? Si kidney lang. That is why connected yung kidney problems sa inactivity. Okay. Have you noticed, yung mga may kidney problems are the ones who don't have muscles. And when I say, of course, may muscles tayo. When I say don't have muscles, hindi nag-work out. Okay. Connected po siya. So that is why the more muscles you have, okay, the more processor do you have. Okay. Kasi yung muscle mag-help sa kidney mo mag-process, again, ng extra energy. Okay. So that is very, very, very practical. Very practical. Have you noticed as well sa mga athletes natin? Though, iba-iba yung lifestyle nila. Meron sa kanilang low carb, meron ding high carb, okay, meron ding moderate carb. But yung one common thing about them, they are very athletic at saka very few and rare yung may mga diabetes sa kanila. Type 2 diabetes, okay, hypertension, very rare sa mga athletes kasi of activity, working out. Okay, so that's the beauty of working out. Sige, so there you have it. Number 3, it will help you manage your blood sugar levels. It will improve your brain health. That this is my favorite, by the way. And number 1, it will lower the risk of injury. Now, I will give you specific tips when it comes to muscle gains, regardless of your age. Number 1, basic is magic. Basic is magic. You don't need to purchase yung mga machines to start. Just start with whatever you have right now. Walang dumbbells, you may start with body weight workouts. Maybe you may want to start with squats, okay? Sa lower body yan. Maybe you want to start with upper body naman sa knee push-ups. Yung knee push-ups po is assisted po yan. Di ba may push-ups na basic? Medyo, for beginners, medyo mahirap yan. You may want to start yung knee nakalapag sa sahig. So assisted po siya. So you may want to start with that and gradually add intensity. Maybe for some of you, you have a very busy and tight schedule. Again, I don't believe na busy po tayo. We just have priorities. Kasi if you prioritize this, you will put time to that. Tama? If you prioritize this, you have to allot time to that. So I don't believe that we are busy. We just put a specific time to priorities lang. That's my opinion. So what I do is this. But I understand, iba-iba yung demands. Especially if may family ka na. Okay, if may mga anak ka na. Iba yung demands. Very, very demanding siya for sure. What I will suggest is, start small. Maybe, okay, you may want to set aside working out 3 times a week. Okay. with your 3 times a week, okay, you may want to start it in the morning. Kasi if you have it in the evening or afternoon after work, wala ka na pong energy, marami na pong demands. Pero kapag nag-workout ka, tulog pang lahat, okay, tulog pa yung mga nangungulit sa iyo, okay, you can focus on that. You may want to start with 15 to 30 minutes na workout. You're good na. 3 times a week. Start with that. Whatever you have right now, just start. Konting sacrifice. Have you noticed? Lahat po na worth it in life takes effort and time. Lahat po na worth it in life takes effort and time. The same thing with finances, the same thing with relationships. Di ba sa relationships, to have a worthwhile, successful relationship, okay, it needs time. Okay, you have to spend time with your spouse. You have to serve your spouse. You have to, okay, of course, have some intimacy with your spouse. It takes time. Hindi po siya magical lang na tumubo siya. The same thing with health po. If being fit is easy, okay, if it's easy, everyone would be fit and healthy. Pero hindi po easy. Pero worth it po siya. Okay, when you put the right time and effort. Have you noticed again na ang mga successful people, mga hyper-successful people, put priority sa health nila. Okay. Most of the successful people believe on putting health first, okay, number one, so that, okay, they can spend time with their family and they can enjoy money. Okay, so usually tatlong priorities yan eh. Health, relationships, at saka money. So they put usually health on top so that they can enjoy their family, they can enjoy their money. Kasi ano po yung silbi ng pera at saka relationship kapag wala ka namang health? Nasa hospital ka or bedridden, tama? That is the beauty of putting first things first. Put health on top so that you can do these things. So again, you don't need to be fancy or to start late. Okay, just start with whatever you have and then start slowly, surely with your health. And also, I like to share this quote again. Na-mention ko to kanina. He who has a while to live for can bear almost anyhow. With life po, maraming challenges, tama? I would lie to you if I would say easy at saka fast lang maging fit. Okay. No. Pero worth it po siya. But since I know my why, okay, I can take away those excuses and focus on my why. Ano po yung why ko? Okay. Nang number one why ko is ganito. Yung hugot number one ko is, I want to build a healthy family. Kasi my dad passed away again when I was 40. Some of you already know this, no? That's why my advocacy is helping 40s and above to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. Kasi my dad passed away in his 40s. And because of that, 7 kami magkakapatid. My mom was a government employee living from paycheck to paycheck. Nabuhay po kami sa utang. So, napakasakla po ng buhay. So, for me, I promised to myself na that kind of experience that I had, okay, I want to start afresh with my own family. So, if I did not come from a healthy family, I promised to myself that a healthy family must come from me. So, that's my first why. Number 2, I want to be a voice of inspiration to others. Nothing is more fulfilling than to see my students or clients live their best life. If may mga students ako nag-report sa akin, Coach Nins, nakita ako ng friend ko na ganito, nag-improve daw yung itsura ko, nag-blooming daw ako, lumaki daw yung muscles ko, ganito. Ako, yung happiness ko times 2 than dun sa student ko. So, of course, merong financial aspect yung kasi nag-enroll sila sa akin. There is monetary value. But more than that, yung happiness ko when I see the results are more than the monetary benefit. More than the monetary benefit. Far, far, far better than it. So, yun po yung nag-fuel sa akin to do those things. How about you? Si Dr. Iris Radev, okay, I'm sure some of you already know her. Meron po akong interview with her last 2 weeks ata. Okay. And she explained to me Bakit siya nagwo-workout? Okay. She explained na dadating ang panahon when she turned 60s, tapos may gathering sila sa family nila. She wants the kind of lola na maghahabulan pa sa mga apo niya. She wants to be the kind of lola na hindi yung maging center of attraction kasi may sakit or aalayan pa. Ang mindset niya is she wants to serve. She wants to do many things in life. She wants to travel with her loved ones. Yun po yung why ni Dr. Iris Radeb. How about you? I want to ask you the same question as well. Why do you work out? Why do you want to gain muscles? Kasi if you just want to have six packs or good physique, hindi ka po tatagal. Okay? Kasi medyo surface level lang yung why nyo. If you start with that, I believe hindi po siya sustainable. But if you stick with a deeper why, okay, may hugot ka, you can sustain that for life. Kasi yung lifestyle po na ito is for a lifetime. Long term po ito. Okay, sige. So there you have it. Again, I'd like to give you a review of the 3 reasons why you should build muscles regardless of age. Number 1, it lowers the risk of injury. Number 2, it improves brain health. And number 3, it improves managing your blood sugar levels. Okay. So we'll have this portion for Q&A. Okay. Sabi dito ni Ma'am Edeline Adop Santos, correct yan. Longevity. The reason of muscle gain is longevity. And when we talk about longevity, it's not just about the months or the years of your life. It's the quality of life. Kasi what's the use of additional 5 years if bedridden ka naman or limited ka? But the reason of muscle gain is for your body to have support so that you can do the basic things in life. Okay? Thank you for that, Ma'am Edeline Adop Santos. Okay, meron tayong mga questions dito. Sige. Good evening sa mga live viewers natin. Okay, may mga questions dito ata. Hello to you, Ma'am Mercy Rosario. Hello, Coach. Good evening, watching from San Carlos, Ilonggo ni siguro mo. San Carlos, Pangasinan pala ako. I thought San Carlos, Negros Oriental. Okay, so hello, ma'am. Great to see you here. Ma'am MJ from Israel. Great to see you, ma'am. Kamusta po yung working out mo? Asraj Palisok. Good evening, watching from Cotabato City. Great to see you here. Haniel Pendon. Hello, brother. Kamusta yung DYVS? Okay, yung ministry mo. Jesus Gloria Tendenilia Dakulan. Ang haba po ng name niyo, ma'am, but very unique. Great to see you here, ma'am. Kamusta po yung workout nyo? Okay. Maribel Kagabhion. Good evening. Bago lang po ako. What is my ideal dumbbell to use? How much ang dapat kong gamitin? Please help me. I'm planning to buy dumbbell. Ma'am Maribel, if you want to purchase a dumbbell, make sure po na start with small. Okay. I would suggest start muna around 3 pounds. Tapos master mo lang yung execution at saka form. If you can start with 3 sets, tapos 12 reps, okay, you are good. Okay, you may want to add slowly 2 to 3 pounds every 2 to 3 weeks. But you have to master muna yung form at saka execution. The moment na compromise yung form at saka execution, you may want to stay with that weight or lessen the weight of your dumbbells. Okay? Ma'am Teresa Di Pamilo, thank you po for your support sa campaign natin. Avid natin na listener to. Ma'am Maribel Ichano, good evening po. Thank you for the free ebook. Yes po, ma'am. Happy to help you. Stanley Canoy, kamusta po kayo? Ferlin Portillo, how are you, ma'am? Hello to you as well, ma'am Inday Sanay. Okay lang po ba mag-gym kahit may evidences? Ask lang po. Well, first and foremost, ma'am, you have to ask permission from your doctor. First and foremost, you have to get clearance. Okay. Once set, may mga kilala po ako may evidences. They are going through some rehab, slowly, okay, integrating, adding workout in their journey and their lifestyle. So iba-iba din po yung response sa katawan natin. But first, ma'am, you have to consult your doctor about it if okay siya. Manggap it to you, Ma'am Evelyn Divina, yung smile na abot hanggat langit. Okay. Working out is part of my life now for almost 6 years. Imagine that. 6 na maligayang taon from Ma'am Maribel. Good evening po to you, ma'am. Bogski Galas, Coach, 1 month na po ako low carb. Nag-lose weight na po ako kahit nag-muscle building na po ako. Kaso parang nag-plateau na po ata ako. Anong workout po kaya ang maganda sa akin? 4 times a week po ata na program. Well, if nag-plateau or nag-stagnant, walang movement, you have to look at other parts as well. How is your sleep? How is your energy levels? How's your body composition? Kasi yung improvement po with muscle gains is not just the weight. It is also yung areas na sinabi ko. Now, if nag-plateau talaga, consistent at saka persistent for 2 to 3 weeks or even a month, you have to look on 2 areas. Number one, sa pagkain mo. Kasi yung pagkain will greatly define yung weight mo. If nag-lose ka ng weight, meaning to say yung kinakain mo kulang. If nag-gain ka ng weight, meaning to say yung kinakain mo sobra. So yun lang. And then with your workout, make sure to spread it throughout the week, 4 times a week. So upper, lower lang siya. Upper body on the first day, tapos lower, alternate mo lang siya. Okay? Ma'am Candy Tan, napaka-sweet niyo po, Ma'am Candy Tan. Good evening po. Nanonood na po kayo ng virtual natin sa National Low Carb Day. Okay. Let's see po if may access na po tayo doon. Marietta Eleuterio, good evening po sa iyo ma'am. Good to see you here. May mga questions tayo dito ata. Sige, sagutan natin muna natin yung mga questions nyo. Ang gaganda ng mga questions by the way. Ari Bradley, kamusta po kayo? Jean, I want to live to 100 years of age gracefully. That is the key word, age gracefully. Not just age for the sake of adding years, but to age with productivity and purpose. Pagpatuloy mo yan, Ma'am Mirna. Ma'am Maria Fe, Posensyon. Okay, kamusta po kayo, Ma'am? Kamusta yung health natin? Ma'am Hilda Bunda, one of my lodi din sa group, working out, no? Walang pinipiling edad at saka gender ito. Nestor Robin Francisco, kamusta ka po, sir? Hope to see you working out at the same time. Digna Gabuya, bago lang po, ano po ba at paano mag-build ng muscle? Well, it is good to review the videos that I have last time, but 3 ways to do it. Start with protein, tapos resistance training, tapos make sure you have a program with your workout. Okay? Ma'am Rowena Cando, good evening po sa inyo. Kamusta po kayo, Ma'am Maria Leonora Dizon? Kamusta po yung life natin? Watching from Nueva Ecija, si Sir Nestor. Good evening to you, John Hadrin. Kamusta po kayo? Good evening to you, Ma'am. Si Sir Alan may question ata dito. How will you know if you are overtraining? What is considered overtraining? I'm doing kettlebell workout with yoga 6 times a week and do pure yoga once a week. Am I overdoing it? I'm maintaining weight and building muscle. This is a good question, Sir Alan. First, how will you know if you are overdoing or overtraining? Number one, you have to know your energy levels. When you work out, kamusta yung performance mo? Kamusta yung peak performance mo? Is it fatigue? Is it energetic? Is it refresh? Now, yung frequency ng workout mo, if it's 6 times a week, okay. For some people, especially if beginner pa, that is too much. Okay. When I say beginner, that's around 1 to 6 months. Okay. Usually mga beginner yan. Okay. But if you're advanced, kung wala you are into working out 3, 4, 5, 6 years, yung 6 times a week is quite tolerable. Kasi yung tolerance ng katawan mo for pain is okay. Kasi nag-improve na yung muscle mo. Okay, muscle gains mo, okay na siya. Now, make sure lang, sir, yung peak performance mo, yung energy mo during workout is not compromised. That's number one. And number two, hindi compromise yung rest at saka recovery mo. If these two things are well taken care of, you are not overdoing it. Okay, and also yung working out maybe 45 minutes to 1 hour, that's good. If you go for 1 hour, sobrang na yan. Okay? Goj Agbayani, good evening to you watching from CDO. Napakagandang place yan. Kamusta po tayo dyan? Okay. Mayong gabi, Maem Burgos. Ay, kanami sa imong pangalan, Mama Em, no? At saka taga Bacolod ka man, gili ba o ka kasadyan, no? Ari man ta kay katsindi anay lang kita ka. Kapoy mag-Tagalog kiss, ma'am. So thank you for watching. Okay. Sa mga Ilonggo natin na friends dyan, kaway-kaway. John, gusto ko po sana magpa-coach. Hobby ko sa inyo kasi na-convince ko po siya mag-low carb only 1 week at balik po siya once a day. Okay. John, babae ka, I'm sure, kasi hobby yung tinutukoy mo dito. No? So, Sige, so John, Ma'am John, no? That's good kasi you are a good influencer to your hubby, to your husband. That is why you have convinced him to do low carb. Now, if you want to go for a coach, go for it, especially if you want a custom-made workout plan at saka meal plan. Message us dito sa WTG if you want to avail of one. Okay? And sino pa yung hindi ko pa na-greet? Okay? Pasensya na po Okay, sige. Ito sa Ma'am Maribel. What time is the best time to exercise? Morning before breakfast or evening before bed? Evening before bedtime. Okay, that's a good question, Ma'am Maribel. First and foremost, the best schedule to exercise is the one that you can stick to. If you can follow that schedule, that is good. Now, if you want to know yung optimal schedule for working out, okay, you have to ask yung peak performance or yung energy mo during workout. So usually, you have to go back yung sa core temperature. Yung core temperature po will define yung performance mo sa workout. So usually po yung core temperature natin wherein our energy is at best at saka prime is around 3 to 6 p.m. Okay. Hapon usually. Okay. Now, pero if hindi mo siya ma-sustain sa hapon, hindi naman siya effective, tama? So you have to know ano yung workable base po sa schedule ninyo. For others kasi if they have it before breakfast, okay, yung effect po sa kanila is yung energy nila all throughout the day okay. At saka yung tulog nila okay. Meron naman pong iba, if they work out before bedtime, affected po yung sleep nila, hindi po sila makatulog kasi after they work out, they feel energetic. Meron naman pong iba, before bedtime, yung sleep nila is okay. So you have to ask those questions. Kamusta yung sleep mo? Kamusta yung energy mo? Kamusta yung appetite mo? If you can stick to that, then stick to a schedule na simple for you. Okay, ma'am? Okay. So, sabi dito ni Asraj Paliso ko, watching your live motivates me to work out. Wow, super affected dati sa mga marites na nagsasabing sobrang pet ko na. Thank you, God, na kilala po kayo ni Coach niya. Wow, nakakataba po ng puso yung sabi niyo, Ma'am Asraj. Pero yes, ma'am. You know what? Hindi ka nag-iisa, ma'am. One of the reasons why, ma'am, may mga nag-enroll sa akin who wants to gain muscle because they are bothered na of the opinion of others. Kasi sinasabihan na sila, uy, sobrang payat mo na, mukhang kang nagkasakit, nangyayat ka na, you don't look good. So yung mga opinion na ganoon drives them to make the right decision. So it depends on how you look at it, but my encouragement to all of you, if may nakikita kayo mga marites, nagsasabi sa inyo na pangitingnan, take it as a motivation. Okay? Don't let it define you, but let it push you to do the right thing. Okay? You will do muscle gains not because of their opinion, but because you want to do it for your own good. Okay? Asi, watching from YouTube, no? Hello. Always to nasa YouTube to, si Axie Mutya. Magandang gabi po, Coach, at sa lahat ng mga low carbers. Great to see you here. Okay. Sige, may mga questions pa ba? Okay. Question dito, Coach, may genes po ba na talagang mahirap magbilang muscle? You know what, Benson? Okay. Genes is a factor as well in muscle gains. Yung family ko is, shall I say, hindi kami malaki. Okay, that is why it took me time to gain some muscles. Pero don't allow genes to define your destiny. You have to run your own destiny by focusing on what you can control. Okay, yung genes mo po hindi mo na mababago yan. But you can control your workout, you can control what you eat, you can control what you consume. Okay, so focus on those things. And when you commit to that, eventually, may mag-iba po yung body composition niyo. Okay? So, don't let that to be an excuse. Okay? Filar Mercado. Hello po, Sir Lini. I'm on my 12th day of LCIF. I'm past 65. That's good, ma'am. Weighing 53 kilograms. Height 5'1". Okay. I don't want to lose weight because I think my present weight is okay. I want to build muscles. Ma'am, Filar, first and foremost, I'd like to appreciate you, 65 years old, but still you want to take charge of your own health. So that's good, ma'am. So focus po ma'am on adding protein. So make sure ma'am yung 53 kilograms nyo, okay, you want to maintain that, no? So yung protein nyo ma'am should not be lesser than 100 grams a day. Okay, it should not be lesser than 100 grams a day. Given po ma'am na meron kayong safe na workout na fina-follow at saka structured na program. Possible po yan ma'am. Meron akong student na 65 years old din. The same thing, the same na concern din. So that's very possible. Okay. Yeah, question kanina to ni ano no, ni Gina, nasagot ko na ata ito. Yeah. Thanks coach, acknowledge and Ilonggo. Oy, talaga mga Ilonggo, ya mga ano gina, mga matahum gina siya. Okay. From UAA coach, loving how you great. Thank you ma'am. My pleasure po to mention each one of you. Glyzel Ara, opo coach. Mas maganda sa umaga before breakfast, mag-workout energies. Yeah. So if you can stick to that, so meron ka ng honest assessment. So you feel mas energized po buong araw. So stick to that. Okay, commit to that kasi it works for you. Okay. Coach, pag muscle gaining at bulking sa liberal low carb, 50 to 100 grams carbs po ba tayo? Ano po ang mga carbs pwede dito sa liberal low carb? Okay. Now, yung liberal low carb, this is applicable to people who are, number one, wala silang dinadalang chronic disease or type 2 diabetes or maybe hypertension for some. So, merong liberal low carb na approach. It is still under the category of low carb. Medyo may carbs lang siya. Okay, so 50 to 100 is liberal low carb siya. Now, given na wala ka pong lifestyle disease, okay, and then you consulted your doctor about it, yung carbs po na recommended for you is complex carbs like kamote. Okay, so you want to stick with kamote kasi may fiber siya. So okay siya for that. You may want to stick with that, Goj Agbayani. Manilin Amisola Ramos. Hi, Coach Lee. Good evening po sa inyo. And of course, Goj, make sure din nag-workout ka. It is highly recommended if you go for liberal, low carb, samahan niyo po siya ng workout. Okay? Good evening, watching from Cebu City. Kamusta po tayo dyan, Ma'am Carolina? Great to see you. Nag-visit kami dyan last month, okay, with other coaches sa meet and greet natin. Marisa How? Good evening, Coach Nins. Thank you for sharing the learning. My pleasure po. God bless you more. Ma'am Ligaya, may happiness si Ma'am Ligaya. Ito po yung happiness natin. Walang problema. There's recorded naman po. Okay? Edes Sikat. Okay, ito napaka-famous to si Edes Sikat. Okay. Good evening po, Coach Nins. God bless you more, Ma'am Edes Sikat. Okay. Carmel Rosal. Hi, Coach. 67 years old na ako. Nag-low carbs ako, pero pumayat na ako. Gusto kong bumalik sa muscle ko kasi nagsag na po. Paano ito maging? Okay. Well, ma'am, focus on two things. Protein at saka resistance training. Now, 67 years old can, ma'am, it's never too late. You can start afresh today. But you have to believe, ma'am, that it's possible. Kasi I've seen it many, many times na merong mga seniors at saka adults, nag-stop na sila maniwala na posible pa pala mag-gain ng muscles. So first, you have to believe, ma'am, that it is still possible. Once you believe that it's possible, do the right thing. Start with protein at saka safe na workout. Okay? Gosh Agbayani, my pleasure. Okay, thank you for the question, by the way, 3 times a week and biking at rest days. Well, that's good. Okay, doing workout 3 times a week. Make sure na na-hit mo yung major muscle part mo. Usually, I would recommend sa mga nag-workout 3 times a week, do it MWF, tapos full body workout siya. Kasi para frequency is the key kasi with muscle gains at the same time. Okay. I hope wala po ako na-miss sa mga live viewers natin. Hello to you, Rufina Yalong Malari. Good evening, Coach. Thanks for sharing your expertise. God bless you evermore. I receive your blessing, Ma'am Rufina. Thank you po for your blessing. Hello po sa lahat. Again, if you find value sa live natin, please share this so that we can reach out to more Filipinos. Let's give them hope that it is still possible to rebuild their health by gaining muscles. It's still possible to reverse their diseases. It's still possible, okay, to have energy to do the great things in life. There's so much to life. Okay, ang dream ko po is lahat po tayo mag-enjoy at saka mag-travel po kasi meron po tayong energy to do the great things in life with our loved ones. Okay, so thank you po everyone for your listening heart at saka listening ears. And those who have not yet followed the page, no, Coach Linin Hu, kindly follow it so that you will be notified by Facebook na meron po tayong live na gagawin. God bless you all. Thank you po, Ma'am Jean, for letting me know. Thank you po for acknowledging this advocacy. You are part of this advocacy, Ma'am Jean. So thank you for believing on the campaign. Hello po, Ma'am Remedios Corpus. Good evening, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Happy lifting. And then again, it's possible to rebuild your health by giving muscles. Goodbye.